Hey everyone, this is Self-Made Millennial. I'm Madeline Mann. Today I'm going to tell you about how I went from being an impressive, high-achieving student to a lousy, underperforming employee. I'm going to tell you a story about how life hit me in my 4.0 GPA face at my first corporate job so we can all learn about how tough the transition is from school to the workplace, and hopefully you guys don't make the same mistakes that I did. So I've always been very internally driven to get good grades. I don't know, there's just something about it that I felt like it was like a game that I had to win. And to this day, I've only ever gotten 2 B's on any sort of transcript. The first was in Latin class, I got a B+. Filius Canis. And the second is I got a B in American Sign Language. So as you can see, I am not so great at languages. I mean, it's a marvel that I can even speak to you in English right now. In college, I was Phi Beta Kappa, which is the most prestigious academic honor society in the country. I earned 3 merit scholarships. I won the Senior Scholastic Achievement Award. I won the Overall Scholar of All Sorority Women Award. Then I went to my top choice grad school, was inducted into the honor society there, and was chosen as the single student representative on the admissions board. So what I'm trying to say is I had school down. I had it all figured out. I was very used to the success. It was very Rory Gilmore-esque. And then I had my first corporate job. I got a job in a market research firm where I was paid $10 an hour, and I would just have to look through pages and pages of data and make sure there weren't any errors. Or I'd be clicking through surveys to make sure that they're working properly. Click, 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 click. But you know, everyone has to start somewhere. I was very happy to be there and working and getting experience. After 3 months, there was a formal performance review. So I sat down with my manager, and she had these papers where there was this whole rating system on a scale of 1 to 5 on many different areas like accuracy and communication and that kind of stuff. So we start with the first section, and I see that my score for it is a 3. And I'm like, okay, 3, that's not that great. It's average, so I guess I'm on track maybe. Then she goes to the next score. It's a 3 again. Then we move on to the third section. And right there staring me in the face was a 2. And that is a D in academic standards. It didn't make any sense. Alarm bells were going off in my head. And as we went through the rest of the performance reviews, the scores continued to be 3s and 2s. And I walked out of there in a daze. I really never imagined that I would be a C- employee. That really just punched me in the kisser. And then I was talking to my boyfriend, and I was like, I don't get it. You know, I'm nice, and I do everything they ask me to do. Like, what else do they want? And he looked at me, and he said, you know, if I had a company, I wouldn't want employees who were just nice and do what's asked of them. I want people who go above and beyond, who find ways to contribute, who maximize the value that they can bring to the table and are energized to be there. And that really clicked something for me. It's like when you go and get a new eyeglasses prescription, and when you put it on, you realize suddenly how unclearly you were seeing the world before. I realized that I was looking at work like I did school. Like there's a rubric and you just need to do X, Y, Z, and then you get the A. But it does not work that way. I mean, I was Miss Straight A's, Phi Beta Kappa, blah, blah, blah. But no one cares how well you did in school if you can't make meaningful contributions in the workplace. So I took a hard look at myself, and I realized that I was not motivated to be an A+ employee at this job. I was in the wrong job. So I took 2 major learnings from this experience. And those were, first, go above and beyond in everything you do. Don't only do what's asked of you and expect some kind of raise or promotion. If you're doing only exactly what's expected of you, then you will get what you've always gotten and nothing more. And second, if you don't find yourself finding new ways to contribute, going above and beyond, adding lots of value, then you might be in the wrong profession. So take time to find what that right profession is. And for those of you who want to know the end of the story, I left market research, went into human resources, and I've never looked back since. So I know this was a bit different of a format than I normally do for videos, but I really wanted to share this with you all because it truly is hard to go from school to the workforce. There's going to be a lot of failure involved. And at this point, I am an expert in failing. I've failed so many times. And so I just want to make sure that you all know that it's okay and that you just need to pick yourself back up, evaluate the situation, and really work hard to find where you belong and just put everything into that. Thank you so much for watching and commenting and liking this video. That is such a huge help and means a lot. And I come out with videos every week, so make sure you hit that subscribe button. Thank you, everyone. Wi-Fi high five to you.